Discussions over the Chinese spy balloon sees no end. Yes, it is continuing as a rock-like saga, as a question mark before China's mechanisms. It is almost 2 weeks since US reported a Chinese spy balloon over its territory. Soon after this, many countries were provoked for responses on the same. China on one hand added that the spy balloon belonged to them, but it was essential for research, mainly their meteorological studies. And they regretted the unintended entry of the airship into US airspace due to force majeure. And then the US shot the balloon down, prompting Chinese ire. This then provoked China again, calling it as an overreaction, unacceptable and irresponsible. Chinese spokesman defended the act as the airship does not belong to US, it belongs to China, when asked whether it was China who requested to bring down the remnants of spy balloon. On the Chinese internet, there was fevered speculation about who exactly had launched the balloon, in the absence of details about its civilian origins. The Chinese government had a new claim too, that US balloons had breached their airspace at least 10 times in the past year. Yes, discussions are going on in all its pressure, making things much into some burning events. And the latest reports from US is that they are now proving China's claims are all false. The US military said on Monday it had recovered critical electronics from the suspected Chinese spy balloon downed by a US fighter jet off South Carolina's coast on February 4. It included key sensors presumably used for intelligence gathering. Crews have been able to recover significant debris from the site, including all of the priority sensor and electronics pieces identified, as well as large sections of the structure, US military's Northern Command said in a statement. The Chinese balloon, which Beijing denies was a government spy vessel, spent a week flying over the United States and Canada before President Joe Biden ordered it shot down. The episode strained ties between Washington and Beijing, leading America's top diplomat to postpone a trip to China. It also led to the US military scouring the skies for other objects that were not being captured by radar, leading to an unprecedented 3 shootdowns in the 3 days between Friday and Sunday. The US military and the Biden administration have acknowledged that much about the most recent unmanned objects remains unknown, including how they stay aloft, who built them, and whether they may have been collecting intelligence. US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin sought to calm Americans on Monday about the risks posed by the unidentified objects. I want to reassure Americans that these objects do not present a military threat to anyone on the ground, speaking to reporters as he landed in Brussels for a NATO gathering. They do, however, present a risk to civil aviation and potentially an intelligence collection threat. US military has said that targeting the latest objects has been more difficult than shooting down the Chinese spy balloon, given the smaller size and the object's lack of a traditional radar signature. In an example of the difficulty, the latest shoot down of an unidentified object on Sunday by an F-16 fighter jet took 2 Sidewinder missiles after one of them failed to down the target. Austin said the US military has not yet recovered any debris from the 3 most recent objects shot down, one of which fell off the coast of Alaska in ice and snow. Another showdown occurred over the Yukon Territory in Canada. US officials have declined to connect the incidents. A day before, White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby confirmed that the Chinese spy balloon is linked to intelligence collection. It is a visible phenomenon where the US-China relationship has been rocked by successive geopolitical crises, whether it is trade war, semiconductor war, or even human rights. And now it is a balloon that is threatening to derail any possibility of a diplomatic connection, with Beijing also accusing the US of sending balloons to China. Yes, it is undoubtedly injecting a new source of distrust and animosity between the 2 countries, US and China. We should wait for the clarity on the issue and whether the countries will be ready to clear the air on the spy balloon saga. I'm Shreya signing off. If you like the video, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. If you want to send us any news or feedback, please send it us on kaumudyglobal@gmail.com.